Hello everyone, thank you for joining us at Thermomix tonight. I'm Dinah, and if some of you remember or notice me, I am one of the contestants in MasterChef Season 1.
And hello everybody, I am Daniel from MasterChef Season 2, also known as the son of Dinah from Season 1.
So before we start tonight, don't forget to like and share and follow us at Thermomix. Please join me in this tutorial to show you how to make satay. You'll be asking yourself, satay in Thermomix? You'll be surprised. It's so convenient, easy, it cuts half the time. Because as you know, if you have made satay before, you have a lot of steps that you need to do. But with this baby, it can do wonder.
So today I'll be making cucumber mint cooler to so-called cool off after eating this heaty satay, and this would actually quench your thirst and make you feel so much better. Okay, for the ingredients for the satay, we have coriander, fennel, cumin,
and of course we have lemongrass, galanga, ginger. This is red or brown sugar they call it. Some call it red sugar, some call it brown sugar. We have onion, garlic, salt to taste, and then granulated sugar. So I use two different kinds of sugar, the granulated and the red sugar. And of course you have the meat, and this is what you call the bit of the atas satay, a bit high end. We have the saffron. But if please don't start to pull your hair when you can't find saffron, you can substitute this with the powdered saffron that you can get it with any of the at the any of the provision shop. So, but if you have it, go for it. And this is our meat.
Okay, first step, we need to remove the cover. We need to dry roast all these dry spices, the coriander seeds, the fennel, and the cumin. Just mix it all together, and then we close it. We're gonna roast it for at least, dry roast it for at least 7 minutes, and the speed of the stirring speed, which is 0.5.
So while the spices are being roasted, we will carry on with blending the ingredients. Lemongrass. This is galanga. Ginger. Garlic. Onion. Okay, let's see our ingredients. Are they ready? Yes, that's just nice. Not too coarse though, because if you don't make it finer, it's too coarse. You'll be biting on, especially the galanga, it'll be very fibery. So like you're gonna bite all the fiber. So try to blend it to a finer stage. This is just nice.
Okay, so the dry roast is coming to be ready. You can smell the aroma because it's on aroma heat, right? So the aroma for the spices really rise up to and covers the whole room actually. So once actually we dry roast the spices, we will use the turbo function in this to blend it to a fine sandy texture. I will show you after this. Okay, it's done. The dry roasting is done. Right now, I'm going to use the turbo function. Okay, 2 seconds. 2 times. Because the first one will be slightly coarse. I want it more sandier type of texture, more powdery. That's it. Okay. As you can see, this is the texture that we got. So just scrape all of the spices down.
Yeah.
And then mix up with the earlier mixture.
Okay, so we have the wet ingredient ready, grinded, and this is dry ingredient. So now we're gonna let them meet together inside here, let them be friends. Okay, you can pour it in. Okay. This is time you add in the salt. This is the brown sugar. If you find it's too dry, you just add a little bit of water. Not too much, just a little bit, control your water. Need to add a bit of salt. We need to add a bit of salt and sugar. You can finish everything, yeah. The sugar might look a lot, but it's not. So you have to, if you're eating satay, it have to be slightly sweet because there's a lot of spices going inside there. So you have balance of the spiciness of the spices and the sweetness of the sugar. So you have to taste the sweetness of the sugar in that meat. Because if you don't, then it's going to be bland. Satay needs a good rub, so be good though. If you have a glove, just go in there. So let's go in there. Of course, glove. Give it a good mix. Every single meat need to be coated with the spices, the wet ingredient and the dry ingredient. We're gonna do two methods of cooking. We're gonna use the aroma and we're gonna use the oven to grill it. Oil. Just sprinkle a bit of oil. Okay. That with aroma, and this is going into the oven. Yeah. So if you notice, this is rather healthy though. We did use tenderloin, is lean meat, and then we're going to use aroma, and then we're going to use roasting. So not much of oil that goes into it. Just coat them with the oil nicely, and that's it. You're good to go. This baby is going to go into the oven, and this will be aroma.
So we fill up with water, about at least 1 liter for the aroma. Put on the aroma.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it for about 17 minutes. At high speed aroma. And maybe at speed 1.
We will now roast it. Set a timer for 10 minutes to make sure that you don't overdo it. After 10 minutes, you just go in and just turn the meat around.
Okay, now it's time for the satay sauce. So what we need is lemongrass, coriander seeds, fennel, sugar, garlic, onions, tamarind, and some dried chilies that have been soaked. And of course, salt to taste. And last but not least, roasted nuts. So now, she will show you how are we gonna deshell the nuts using Thermomix.
Butterfly in. Good. We're gonna dry roast the dry spices, the fennel and the coriander seed.
Heat tak ada yang. There's no heat.
Yeah, we blend. Now we're gonna blend it. That's what I want. See, it's not powdery and it's not too coarse, just nice.
Okay, for now, I will need to blend all of the ingredients here. Lemongrass, the garlic, onions, the soaked chilies, then tamarind.
Tamarind juice.
Everything, right?
Want a spoon?
Okay. And then cover it up. Just maybe blitz it for 10 seconds. Okay. Paste is good. So now I just take out the paste from here. Strip it down. Okay. Next, one thing good about Thermomix is that we need not wash the pot because everything will be cooking in the same pot. So after taking out the paste, I need to blend all the nuts. We're gonna turbo it for one time for see the consistency first. You seal it to our liking. We do not want it to be too fine because satay gravy has its own texture. We don't want it to be too pasty. So I think it's okay. So next, put in our paste. We put in our spices.
I take water for you.
Yep, thank you. Salt. We put in a bit first, we don't want it to be too salty. And the next is the sugar. We put in, like I said, don't put in too much first. Okay. Yep. Next is water. So for the water, right, it depends on the consistency that you like. Some like it very thick and chunky, some like it slightly watery. For us, we just like it slightly moderate. So we're gonna use the skills function. There at 0. We are adding about 400 grams of water.
We have the scale inbuilt in Thermomix, so you don't have to bring out your weighing scale, weigh, pores. Everything is there.
Okay. We just do it at 120 first, and then we will see the consistency after we cook it. Again, 8 minutes at 100 at 0.5 speed.
Okay, while waiting for the gravy to cook, I'll do the plating for the satay. So there you have the roasted satay. Now let's go for the aroma satay. Okay, that's nice.
To have that charred effect for the aroma satay, we were planning to low torch it.
So look at the amount of 500. This is a half kilo of meat, Danial meat, which is 500 gram, and you get this big portion.
Slightly. You don't need to have too much charredness to it. That's to our liking. So that's one way to have the satay barbecue effect for the steamed aroma satay. So we just wait for the sauce, which should be done soon. Okay. As you can see, the color, the consistency is to our liking.
There's no hard and fast rule on how long you have to cook it. It all depends on you, whether you want it to be thick or very loose gravy. So it's all up to your personal choice. Yes.
Okay.
So our satay is done. Please do try it. You're gonna love this dish. Next, after eating this satay, you need to cool down a bit. You need to turn down your temperature a bit. So I leave it to my son for the next course.
So the drink is citrus cucumber cooler. Come, let me show you the ingredients now.
I'll put this aside and give you space.
Okay, so to make the citrus cucumber cooler, what we need is sugar, lemon, cucumbers, some mint leaf, and water. First, we need to squeeze the lemon. So I will ask my mom to let me squeeze the lemon, and we will need to cut up the cucumbers into cubes. So I don't want the edges. Okay, we're gonna add in about 100 grams of sugar first. Okay. Alright. And about 200 grams of water. Okay. Then you can add in your cucumbers. Okay. Add in the lemon juice. You can add in a full lemon, half a lemon. It's up to you. I personally like it more tangy and zesty. And as for the for the mint leaf, right? You can add a few sprigs of it. Then you can leave it a few aside for garnishing later. Okay. Then you can add in ice cubes now for the ice blended version. I wanted to make it a juice cooler version where the ice will be added at the later part. So we're gonna blend it maybe for 20 seconds first. Okay, it's done. Let's see, it's all chopped up. Yep, it's looking good. Make sure there's no chunks of cucumber that has not been blended. But if you do it at speed 10 for Thermomix, it will pulse it to the watery state. And then now we can actually pour it into our jug. Take a few of the mint leaves just for garnishing at the top, and then you can serve it in ice with on glasses of ice, or you can actually put the ice in it. So it's entirely up to you. So this is how you do the citrus cucumber cooler. So it's done. So you serve it in ice. You just pour it in. All right, and there you go. Citrus cucumber cooler with satay.
Satay. Thank you for tuning in tonight to our tutorial.
We hope you enjoyed. Do remember to like and share, and we will see you next time.